Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's video is slightly a little bit of a sad one in a sense, and I guess a little bit of a realization one, because I have failed my first challenge since coming back to Raid Shadow Legends. So for those of you who do not know, I've been playing Raid for like over 5 years, right? 5-6 years. Quit back in December. I really needed a break from the game, and while waiting for Godforge, I was waiting for trying to do something else, and I gave myself a couple of Raid challenges. So the challenge that I personally failed was the one where I said I want to see if I can get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss in 30 days. Well, yesterday was the day 30, today's day 31, and I did not manage to do that, right? But the thing is, I'm gonna continue playing this because I really want to get there, and this team, right, even if it takes me 2 months, but I don't think so, maybe like by day 40, so another 10 days you should be able to do it. But this team would be game changing for the whole Raid community from my point of view, because it's gonna be using 5 heroes, right? 5 champs that can do, hopefully, right? That's my goal, trying to get to 4 key Ultra Nightmare. So that's 70.28. Let's count it 7. I think it's 23.5. Let's count it 70.3 split by 4 keys. It's actually not even, it's even less than I thought. 17.5 million, right? Let's call it 18 million per key. So that's gonna be my goal. And the cool thing is, like I said, the champs that I'm going to be using and the champs that I want to use for this team are all free to obtain with specific links, promo codes, and all of that. So the team that I'm talking about, I cannot show it over there, but I guess I can go in any dungeon and just look at a preset. But the team that I'm talking about is this one over here, right? So Tuhanorak, which is for new starters, is promo code Desert Queen. Then Deacon Armstrong, which is part of a ton of new starter links. Then the next one is going to be Hellbone Sprite, which again, Hellbone Sprite, you don't need to be her. It does help if you have a better buff extender, but if you don't have her, you can use a Valerie, right? Valerie can do the same thing. You can farm her from Kerok's Castle. Pretty easy. She brings buff extension. She even brings some shields, increased attack, so should be a good replacement for Hellbone Sprite. I just chose to go with Hellbone Sprite because she has a chance to bring that baby weaken, which can give us more damage. And then Verges is gonna be in the team as well. Verges is gonna be our free to obtain ally protector. Again, part of a ton of those links. So in the same link that I got Deacon, he gave me Verges as well. He brings the ally protection. That's on a 3-turn cooldown. Really helpful. He's really good with that. And then the last one, again, I will still have to test. The last one's going to be either another buff extender, if I might need it, or if I can make the speed to work. The other one's going to be Morag Bronze Lock. Again, Morag is obtained for free. Everybody can get her. Takes maybe around 30 days. She's part of the Plarium points program. It's part of the first one. It costs 1,250 points. And in order to get her, you start off, I think it straight up gives us 5,000 points or 5,500, something like that. It gives us a ton of points for free. Then if you're playing on Plarium Play, right? If you're playing on Plarium Play, you can use the code PP500, right? If you use this one, or you can even go onto the web. There's like a web page to put promo codes for Raid. So you put this one during, in the next few weeks, not as one of the first ones, because obviously first one's gonna be Desert Queen. But by putting this one gives you another 500 Plarium Play points, and then you need another 250. Which, you know what? To calculate this every day, if you have the game open for 2 hours, 120 minutes, it's 3 plus 3 plus another 3. That's 9. So if you calculate it right. So 1,250 minus 1,000 that we get for free, 500 when you start, 500 for that code. You need 250. If we split that by 9 that you can get daily, 27 days, right? That's worst case scenario in case you don't get these points in other events or tournaments as rewards. So worst case scenario, by day 27, you should get Morag Bronze Lock. That's how I got her. And the reason why Morag is going to be good in the team is because she brings this AoE Strengthen, right, on a 3-turn cooldown with a hit. This is extremely powerful. It's extremely powerful because straight up mitigates 25% of the damage received. Pair that with the increased defense from Tuhanorak and decreased attack from Tuhanorak, plus the ally protection from Verges, it should be, amazing numbers. That's what we should see. And she also brings an ally attack, right? Just a baby ally attack that's only 4-turn cooldown, plus her passive whenever she's hit. While under the strength, she counterattacks. So she could be a really good damage dealer, and I think she's going to be the one that will be built in toxic, because as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's no poison in the team. However, we do have the decreased defense from Deacon. We have the leech from Deacon, which means we're not going to need the lifesteal. Then we're gonna have from Hellboy Sprite, like I said, the weekend, plus also she's gonna give us the tank risk crit rate. So this is gonna be the core team, right? I have them pretty much built, right? So why did I fail it? They're built, and this just in a few more levels. She has War Master over here, War Master, and then War Master. Everybody has the skill ups, right? Almost everybody. Vergis has the skill ups, Deacon has the skill ups, Morag has the skill ups, almost all of them. Didn't really care about the A1. The tricky one was 200. So this is one of the first thing that makes it close to impossible or extremely hard for, you know, most players, is because you need those legendary skill books. And if you get bad RNG like I got, and my first 4 legendary books went into A1, you're gonna be low on those legendary books. But what you 100% want for the team that I was trying to build, and I'm still gonna try and build, you want the A3 to be booked, right? You want this to be on a 3-turn cooldown, and then you want the A2 to be booked, so this one again goes down on a 3-turn cooldown. Now, it can work with a 4-turn cooldown because the team is going to be 2-to-1 ratio. What does that mean? That means for every turn that the clan boss takes, every single one of our champs will be taking 2 turns. So pretty much like this one should be on, unless you get bad RNG, should be on all the time, even if we do get that, you know, even if we, what's it called, even on a 4-turn cooldown. So that's how this team works, and that's why, that's how this team that I'm planning to build focuses on, and this was the main issue. I couldn't do it. I just did not have the legendary skill books. I'm personally just farming now the last one. There's a champion training tournament that, you know what, whenever you see champion training tournaments or events and they have a legendary skill tome as the milestone reward, make sure you grab it, right? I'm gonna be pushing. I'm not gonna try and get first place because it's gonna be impossible, but I'm gonna get to 10,300 to grab the last book and then get her booked up. So once that happens, I have everybody built, right? Everybody booked, everybody with masteries, but why can I not do it? Well, this comes to the next issue, which I think this is actually the main issue in the game, because it's all down to silver, right? Silver is such a rarity in this game. Removing and swapping gear around just costs so much silver. Let's simple example, right? Let me just go to the fitting room. Let me just try and say I put to Hanorok in random 4 pieces of stalwart, right? Let's just go, or like all 6. There we go. So just by swapping that, that's 320 million silver just by swapping it around. Calculate this, let's say 300,000, right? Let's calculate that by 5 people, that's 1.5 billion silver. That's just to swap gear around. I'm not even talking about leveling gear up. If we level gear up, that costs again a ton of silver. So that was the issue. It's like silver is an issue because, well, first of all, I'm gonna have to level up specific pieces of gear, and then secondly, I have to have those specific pieces of gear. I might not have those pieces of gear yet. I might be missing some speed sets, some stuff, and that's an issue. And then same principle, I don't have accessories, right? I just do not have accessories for people. You're gonna see like what I have are just, you know, attack on a defense based or resist, just not good enough. This one could work, but it's a 4-star. Then for her, again, I would want an accuracy one. I don't have the accessory. The banner that I have on Kale is resist. So this is the tricky thing again. I did not push that high on Spider because obviously I did not focus that. Stage 10 is just fine for now. This is what I'm farming when I'm farming food, but still, it's a bit tricky. It's a bit complicated. I don't quite have the accessories. So that's the main reason why I failed it, right? I really tried. I did not save too many other champs. I did save some of the ones that were decent to do some factions and whatnot, but I did not feed everything either. One thing that I did feed was the legendary Narma, right? Which honestly, I personally don't like her. She sucks. And yeah, I just use her as a chicken. She just is not good enough. But if this one, you know what? If this one was increases duration of all debuffs, right? With a decent chance, I might have kept her and tried to use her. But it's like not good enough. Too many books. Like look at this: 6 plus 6, 12 plus 4, 16 legendary skill tomes for a mediocre legendary, right? She's mediocre at best. 6-turn cooldown on this, 5 turns cooldown on this, just not worth it. So I just fed her, right? Like especially because my books were on to Hanorok. But all in all, that's the reality. The reason why I failed it, and the reason why I guess it's not as easy to do like I planned, because again, my goal is, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna still do this. I'm gonna look forward to building this team and showing it off, because from my point of view, if I manage to do this to be a 4-key Ultra Nightmare with only 3 heroes, again, everything you can get through a link or a promo code, all of these ones, apart from, again, Hellbone Sprite, but you can use a Valerie, which everybody can get, right? Not over here, I guess I fed mine. but everybody can just farm here up until you get the Valerie, and that's same thing, right? She brings the buff extension, increase duration of all buffs by 1/3, and there we go. That's gonna be the team. But the reason why I wanted to do this is because, again, if you're somebody that just starts playing Raid, or if you're somebody that's still learning Raid, somebody that's coming back to Raid and don't have an account, right, and you want to start fresh, but you want to get to Ultra Nightmare as soon as possible, because that's the #1 goal in the game, the #1 most important thing from my point of view, getting to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Well, if I manage to come up, right, with this team, make it work, I have a speed tune, right, because we're talking about a speed tune. I went to Deadwood Jedi's Discord. Shout out to Deadwood Jedi for having, you know, that amazing community, and shout out to Short on Skills for giving me this speed tune. But this is pretty much the speed tune that he gave me, that makes us, I think I need to give one more speed or one less speed. Let's see. Or no, I think I have to delay this. One more speed. Yep, there we go. So he gave me this speed tune that from pretty much turn 4, it falls into sync. 200 cleanses the stun, she cleanses the debuff, so this will work even on Spirit Affinity, right? 200 is just gonna be cleansing everything. Everything should work just fine. You can see for every turn the boss takes, we take 2 turns, right? Everybody gets 2 turns. Deacon has 3 because he has that extra turn on the A3. But this is the perfect speed tune, right? I just have to see exactly how this happens, right? How this falls on the first A week, because we need ally protection, increased defense. But I'm gonna do my best to make it work, to come up with a speed tune and have this done, right? Because if we have this up, then this is gonna be, from my point of view, it's gonna be amazing for the community to have something like this available, right? Because having a speed tune that can work, that everybody can build with free champs, is gonna be, I think it's gonna be game changing for people who wanna start playing Raid, and it's gonna be enjoyable for people that play Raid to be able to have this, right? Just have an Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team that works. So again, I did fail the challenge of doing it in 30 days. I don't think it's possible. Maybe if I would have grinded harder or tried to focus differently, but because of certain speeds, maybe it's tough, right? Because the fastest is 242 speed, so it's not the highest, but it's not the lowest either, right? If you don't have lots of speed gear, it's hard, but it's definitely doable, right? I believe that the majority of people that have an idea about how to play Raid and how to speed tune, they should be able to do this by 2 months, right? If you don't get the unkillable champions that can make it easier to get Ultra Nightmare, then this is going to be the next best thing, using free champions only. So again, like I said, I'm gonna be still working on this. I'm not quitting. I'm just in the process of keep farming in the background. I'm keep doing a spider to give myself some more of the, what's it called, to get more accessories, to finally get the right banners and everything that I need. And then as soon as I have it, I'm gonna be making the video on the team, which honestly I hope that next week we're gonna have a free gear remover as well, so that I can test out a few things. And if that's gonna happen by next weekend, hopefully by the end of next weekend, I should have the Clan Boss team video out, and hopefully I make it work. But yeah, I guess we're gonna leave it at this for this account. But in the meantime, I'm still playing my world record account, right? Don't fret, I have it over here. I keep farming in the background. I keep waiting for refreshes. My what's it called? My arbiter record that I'm attempting to do in 26 days. Still grinding along. I'm still what's this? I'm day 7, right? So we're still pretty early on, but I'm trucking along, right? By the end of next Sunday, I should be getting this, if not a lot further, right? By the end of next Sunday, should be fusing Relic Keep, but just the arena one can be a drag, especially ones where it says to far, you know, to kill a certain number of champions, but then also the ones where it says get a certain affinity bonus. That costs a lot. I've been farming one-man defenses. As you can see, I'm in gold 3 just by farming one-man defenses, or some teams like this. Shout out to all the people that have one-man defenses that are easier. This is a bit hard, but still managed to beat that, or like, you know, something like this I lost. But shout out to everybody who has one-man defenses, because you can only lose 15 times, that takes few points. After that, you don't downgrade. So it's in the interest of everybody to have a one-man defense. Personally, for me, it's not, because I'm trying to stay up there. I'm trying to make people avoid attacking me. It doesn't quite work, but still, you know, I'm trying, and I'm pushing and trucking along with this one, hopefully get Arbiter. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at this. Thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.